Yeah, push it along, push it along, push it along, push it along.
Yeah, what up, family? It's your man JECKONE for oeroSTREET Automotive Custom Classics with my 2003 Mitsubishi Eclipse Spyder. This is gonna be a saga, fam, because I'm still currently working on this ride. I purchased this brand new in New York City on the first Saturday of 2003. At that time, I still had the Saab 900S, and a few months before, I had picked up the cruiser bike, a 2002 Suzuki GZ250. The MPV was gone at this point. Within the first 2 weeks of having a Mitsubishi Eclipse, I started my updates by blacking out all the emblems. I wanted to remove the emblems, but that required bodywork because all the emblems were bolted on, and removing them would leave visible holes in the body. I didn't want to go straight for black rims for my first rim choice for the Spyder, and I didn't want to do chrome. A black car with chrome rims was overdone around this time, and like always, I wanted my joint to stand out from the rest. It took me about 3 months to decide on the rims for the Spyder, and when I made my decision, I chose some gunmetal joints with a whole lot of attitude. I rocked out with them for about a week or two, and then I was involved in a hit and run ride with Suzuki GZ250 one night coming from Queens. I survived the accident with only my right ankle broken on both sides and a few abrasions on my hands. My mom said the ambulance driver showed her my helmet. She said it was split in half. For those few months being down, I was still out and about, but I wasn't able to move as fast as I wanted to because I only had one working leg. My pop stepped up to chauffeur me to BMCC to finish off my remaining classes for the semester. Rest in peace, Dad. I love you and I miss you. My first month down, I took the gunmetal rims off the Spyder and put the stock joints back on. The next update I did was remove the rear wing. Removing that wing made the Spyder sleeker. Without that wing, more focus went towards the lines, the body style, and the shape of the ride. I had to park the Spyder on the street for a few weeks, so I bought a cover for it, just to avoid getting small nicks in the paint from debris getting kicked up from cars riding by. I had to cut out holes for the registration and the license plates to avoid it from being towed. By the time my cast came off and most of my surgeries was done, it was the following summer. I immediately put those gunmetal rims back on the Spyder. With me being overzealous trying to make up for lost time, I bent both front rims not paying close attention to the notorious potholes in New York City. I had them repaired at a shop in Harlem, which one of the rims had a huge black burn mark from the heat used to bend the rim back in shape. With the pothole situation in New York City, buying another new rim to replace the second rim I bought would have been asinine. This was a clear sign to me that it was time to go with all black rims. I also took it as a sign for me to start actually putting in hands-on work if I was really serious about being a designer and a vehicle stylist. I linked up with an OG named Timmy who had a body repair shop on 126 between Manhattan and Amsterdam Avenues. I asked if he could paint my rims all black, and seconds after he answered yes, I asked if I could assist him while he did them. He agreed. Shout out to Uncle Timmy. Thanks, man. Timmy showed me how to strip them, wet sand them, prime them, and paint them. Man, working on my joint did something wonderful for my self-esteem. I was feeling myself, and not because I had a hot joint, because I was like, I did this. And yeah, because my ride was hot too. Yeah, but I was able to complete painting my rims in record time because I was working nights at Lincoln Hospital in the South Bronx, which is now named Lincoln Medical and Mental Health Center. I switched departments from risk management to the ER department, so I was able to switch from days to nights because the ER department is open 365, 24/7, so my days were free. I was always at Timmy's shop, every day except Sundays because he was closed. I had heard about cats racing in Hunts Point, which I never had a chance to participate because they would have them on random nights. About midnight, at the same time I was scheduled to be at the hospital. Thinking that I might catch them on my nights off and be able to race, I used to prep myself for those races by driving the Spyder on my nights off on the West Side Highway and the Harlem River Drive. For those who know that both highways connect. It's like a huge racetrack around Manhattan. One night practicing, I hit a curve at about 80 miles an hour. The back of the Spyder took flight and it swung around. It was like I was looking at the trunk from the driver's seat. I immediately gained control and drove away from that unscathed. But I instantly understood the importance and value of a suspension kit and why fast cars are so low. Be sure to check out my next vlog where I update the Spyder suspension and a few other things. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and keep riding.
Hip-hop didn't invent anything. Hip-hop reinvented everything.